My role is translation coordinator, and I am responsible for accepting all of the translation requests for our company. We have several different people that prepare handoffs for me, and I make sure that the translations get out to our vendors and bring them in on a project management level and make sure they're received in a timely manner. I'm thinking too, like I am the air traffic controller of translations. That's the best description I can give you. I look at it like having several planes, having different projects coming into the gate and having all different languages in the seats, and yeah, so it's very much like that for me. I've been with the company I'm currently with for over 8 years, and the role has changed considerably since I came on board. When I first started, we had 7 languages, and now we are translating into 23 languages. The staff has not grown. I am still the point person. I have a terrific backup, but the workload has increased amazingly. That's a really good question. Because we take care of patients, work with doctors and staff, translations are very apparent. Our management looks at them as being critical, and the quality has to be very good because, as you know, the FDA monitors medical device companies, and the translation quality has to be perfect. It's critical to providing good patient care, and that's our main focus. Yes, I'd be happy to. I actually have 3 different areas where translations come into me, requests. We have 2 additional companies that I also provide services, translation services for. I get maybe 3 or 4 people with each of those different customers coming in to me, and then I also work with close to 20 authors, and a usual day is very busy. The requests can come from different people, some who are not quite familiar with translations and how to request them. They have a lot of questions. I help offset any problems in the handoffs, and a day is very busy for me, but I like it that way. Biggest challenge, I think one of the things that has been a challenge that we continue to strive for clean handoffs, which means precise, accurate content to our translation vendors. It makes the projects flow a lot more smoothly. It cuts down on turnaround time. Maybe the quotes would be hung up because a lot of questions have to come back to the author that submitted the request, so I try to offset those things. I think working with new languages, setting up our in-country review teams, finding people who are smart in the custom area of the country that they work with, and working with the country leads to assign those people to the in-country review role. The in-country reviewer task is pretty critical to the quality of our translations, and our translation vendors work very closely with our in-country reviewers, and it's hard to sometimes take an in-country reviewer who has an additional role within the company, maybe it's regulatory or whatever, and then ask him or her on the same timeline to perform an additional task of reviewing content within a timely manner, in addition to doing their regular job. So that can be a difficult situation, to try to ask them to do additional work and then pull it in a timely manner and get those reviews back to our vendor so we can have our deliveries on time. I work with 2 translation vendors, and the critical piece to me is that they understand the quality issue of our translations, that we need good quality, that our deliveries sometimes can be on a fast track if we are doing a product launch. And in fact, we have done some very huge launches recently, and the translation vendors are very good at knowing our delivery dates can be tight, and I think one of the things that's good is having the vendor understand that we are under really tight time constraints, that their project management staff understands the handoffs, the flows. And one of the things that has been really helpful is that if a project manager who is handling maybe 5 or 6 projects for us, if they are unavailable for a period of time, vacation or what have you, out of the office, the vendors see that the overflow or the backup of the project manager is seamless, and that has been really crucial. So actually I would. Some of the people on our team that are a little more technical than I am have a really good understanding of translation memory. A couple of our vendors have taken time to show some tools that they use, maybe Trados or other things, and it's very interesting. But I would really like to learn more about XML and tagging and IDs and chunking and things like that. I think that's really crucial. That's the way the business is going. So I would like to learn more about translation memory. Absolutely it has. Absolutely. A couple of things I can point out. The use of FTP servers is really crucial. The handoff portals, or the system that we use to hand off translations to our vendors, have to be seamless, always online. They have been crucial and very good. And one of the things is technology now, because of cost translation, we have moved to XML, and we are able to save on translation memory and also in the way we write, our authors write for translation. That's a loaded question. I think we all are learning to work faster, to work smarter. We are finding ways to do that. People work all over the world. People work from home offices. And I think the challenge is to always be connected, no matter how you work. And I think technology demands that we work faster and harder. And because of the economy, the business is always pushing to introduce new products that are needed and to do it in a faster time frame. So as far as translations, the challenge is always to bring good content, good clean quality content of translations to a product launch as soon as you can.